Welcome to the online lecture series of environmental science. Uh, Dear students, today we are going to discuss about water pollution, and in this section we are going to discuss what actually water pollution is and what are the causes or source of water pollution, and what are the consequences, what are the effects of water pollution, and what can be the control measurements, means what can we do for controlling this water pollution. So before discussing the causes, source or consequences or control measurements, we should know what actually water pollution is. Water pollution before going into the thick of things about the water pollution, we would like to say that water is having three different properties, and the properties are: water is having a physical property, water is having a chemical property, and water is having a biological property. What are the physical properties of water? Physical properties of water we may include, for example, we are having color, for example, we are having pH, potentia hydrogenia, we are having conductivity, for example, we have turbidity, we have TDS, total dissolved solids, TSS, total suspended solids, we have odor. These are actually the physical properties of water, on the basis of which we can determine, we can say whether the water is polluted or unpolluted. So keep it in mind, before declaring any water body as polluted, what we are supposed to go through the parameters, we are supposed to go through the parameters of as physical parameters. And what are the physical parameters? I mentioned here color, pH, conductivity, turbidity, etc. These are the physical parameters of the water, on the basis of which we can determine whether the water is polluted or unpolluted. But we should keep in mind, only the physical property or any other property is not sufficient to declare any particular water body as polluted or unpolluted. So what we have to check out, we are to check out all the three parameters, that's physical property, chemical property and biological property. And the next property of water is chemical property of water. Chemical properties of water means water is having so many chemicals, on the basis of which we can determine whether the water body is polluted or unpolluted. And what are these parameters in terms of chemical properties of water? These may be dissolved oxygen, as we say DO. We have amount of nitrates, ammonium, we have fixed carbon dioxide, we have phosphate, we have COD, chemical, oxygen demand of water, we have BOD, biological oxygen demand. These are the properties, these are the chemical properties actually, in fact, on the basis of which we can determine, we can say, we can declare by analyzing the parameters, these parameters in terms of chemical properties of water, whether the water is polluted or unpolluted. Then we have biological properties or characteristics of water. In the biological properties of water is that it contains so many organisms, biota, containing phyto, zoo, planktons, we have nectans, nations, and so many organisms, and we have pathogenic organisms as well. Pathogenic organisms as well means the presence of any particular organism in a particular water body determines whether the water body is polluted or unpolluted on the basis of these biological properties of water. Means at a particular pH, at a particular conductivity, at a particular nitrate level, at a particular phosphate level, different organism existing. So that depends whether the organism is growing in a polluted water and maybe a plant as well. So for example, Azolla is there. Whether the organism is growing in a clean water, whether the organism is growing in a mesotrophic stage, eutrophic stage, or dystrophic stage, or the organism is growing in an oligotrophic stage. So we discussed three different properties of water. That is the physical property of water, and chemical property of water, and biological properties of water. So what can be the parameter to declare or to determine a water body is polluted or unpolluted? How we can calculate, how we can declare the water body is polluted or unpolluted? Is there have also been is there are already number of research has already been done to determine the quality of the water, and Bureau of Indian Standard, BIS we say, or WHO, World Health Organization is there, sorry, WHO, these have already given an upper permissible limit in terms of different physical properties, chemical properties, or biological properties. Means presence of this much amount of physical parameter, chemical properties, or biological properties is the indication of the water pollution, whether the limit is crossing beyond or within the permissible limit. For example, say for example we have nitrates in water bodies and a particular limit. For example, if we say 45 milligrams of nitrate in water body per liter of water is undesirable, means if we are consuming a particular water containing this much amount of nitrogen nitrate per liter of water, it can resist cyanosis and so many other related disease. Means this is the upper permissible limit for a particular water body. Means only this much amount of nitrate can be released by a particular industry or a particular other operating unit. So similarly the physical parameters as well. What can be the color of the water? What can be the pH? How much amount of pH should not cross the limit? Means we have these parameters: physical parameter, chemical parameter and biological parameter, and we have already an upper permissible limit. Upper permissible limit. Permissible limit. Upper permissible limit means what we are supposed to do if any particular water body is containing any parameter, be it physical parameter, chemical or a biological property above the permissible limit, then we can declare the water body is polluted, the water body is contaminated. But only we can't declare a water body by determining only a single property. For example, if we saw that the physical property, all the physical properties of water is within the permissible limit, means color is colorless, pH is within the permissible limit, that's neutral in nature, that's conductivity is within the permissible limit, turbidity. If all the physical parameters of any particular water body lies within the permissible limit either given by the WHO or Bureau of Indian Standard, we cannot sit and declare that the water body is unpolluted. Then what we are supposed to do, we are supposed to determine all three parameters one by one, that is physical parameters of the water body, chemical parameters of the water body and biological properties of the water body or the biological parameters of the water body or biological index of the water body. Means if all the three parameters, that is physical parameter, chemical parameter and biological parameter lies within the permissible limit given either by WHO or Bureau of Indian Standard any other agency, then we can declare the water body is unpolluted. By only determining a single physical or the chemical or biological property, we cannot declare the water body is unpolluted in nature. So to declare a water body is polluted or unpolluted, we have to go through all the three parameters of the water body. That's physical parameters is to be determined, chemical parameter is to determine and the biological property is to determine. If any one of these parameter crosses the limit given by any agency, then we can declare the water body is polluted. So then how we can define now the water pollution? So simple. We already told you that what we are having three different properties of water, that's physical property, chemical property and biological property of water. So if the water body has got changed, but the change is, you should keep in mind, undesirable in nature. Undesirable means the color of the water body is colored one, the odor of the water body is foul smell, we are experiencing large amount of turbidity is there, large pH scale is either acidic or very much alkaline is there. So if the physical, similarly, if the dissolved oxygen amount of the water body is too low or the biological BOD is too high or COD is too high, if the nitrate content of the water body is very much high and the biological properties, say for example the pathogenic organisms are there, the presence of pathogenic organisms, means if we are observing that physical property, chemical property or biological property has got changed, but the change must be undesirable in nature. So we can simply define water pollution. Means what are water pollution? Simply we can say any undesirable change. Any undesirable change in physical property of water, chemical property of water or biological property of water is simply known as water pollution. How we can define? Undesirable change in physical, chemical and biological properties of water due to addition of pollutants from different sources which results harmful or which deteriorates the quality of the water, which injures the human being, living organisms and property is simply known as water pollution. So what is water pollution? Simply water pollution is undesirable change in physical, chemical and biological properties of water which results harmful effects on living organism and human being and the water body itself. This is the definition of the water body, and we have 4 different stages of water. In the very initial stage we have oligotrophic stage, and then we have mesotrophic stage, then we have eutrophic stage of water, then we have diastrophic stage. These are the 4 different status of water on the basis of the quality. Means if the water body is unpolluted in nature, less or negligible amount of nutrients are present, no pathogenic organisms are there, then we can call this the oligotrophic water body. If the water body has got amount of pollutants in terms of nitrates, in terms of phosphate or in terms of any other nutrients, then we can call this a mesotrophic water. And if the water body has got tremendous amount of nitrates and phosphate as nutrient, then we can call this eutrophic water, truly nourished water bodies. These are polluted stage. And diastrophic stage of water body is almost the water body has changed it into a marshy area, and from this very stage we cannot restore the quality of water to again into an original status. Till eutrophic stage we can restore the quality of water. So this was almost all about the water pollution, and it is parameters, and on the basis of parameters we can declare whether the water body is polluted or unpolluted. In the next very lecture we will discuss about causes or source of water, effects and consequences. Till then, stay home, stay safe, best of luck.